Okay, hello. For those who don't know me, my name is Rainey Ray, and I am a gold leader in doTERRA. And all that means is that I love helping people and their pets get healthier with natural solutions. So today I want to talk to you about tea tree oil and oregano. Okay, these are two powerhouse oils that we use very often. It's important to have them in your medicine cabinet, in your toolbox. And they are wonderful oils that work together quite well. Okay. We know, those of us who have been in doTERRA for a while, that we teach people to make what we call flume or flute, FLOOM, and now it's FLOOT. Frankincense, lemon, oregano, on guard, and it was originally called Melaleuca. They relabeled it to be called tea tree. So flume or flute, okay? And we use these all the time. I repurpose a 15 ml roller bottle and make it in there. You can get these roller bottle tops that fit our oil bottles. And what I do is for a 15 milliliter roller bottle, I use 15 drops of each oil. And if I am making a 10 mil roller, I would use 10 drops of each oil. We love to roll this on the bottoms of our feet once or twice a day to boost our immunity. And if we have something going on, then what we do is we roll it on more often and we take the oils internally. So you can either put the oils in an oil shot, and at that point, then I would put 2 to 4 drops of each of the oils, except oregano, and I would just do 1 or 2 drops of oregano. It's a hot oil, which means that it really is something that people can be quite sensitive to in the mouth, on the skin, all right? So you would take those oils, put them in your shot glass, put water in your shot glass carefully, and throw it back. You can also put it in a glass with, and then put 4 ounces of water in and take some, gargle and swallow, and do that till you've finished it. If you don't want to taste the oils like that, you can buy veggie caps. doTERRA sells wonderful veggie caps that are a great size and easy to fill. And you just open them up, put your oils in, put a little bit of olive oil in, or coconut oil, MCT oil, whatever ingestible oil you want, and take that internally, okay? So we love that. The other way that we love to use these oils is in our, I call it the immune bomb. You can see I took another one of these empty oil bottles, just cleaned it out. I put on one of these roller caps. By the way, you get them on Amazon. I have a link on my website, which is greendogesentials.com. Go check it out. And what's in there is this here. Okay. And so that includes black pepper, arbor vitae, tea tree, oregano, thyme, and clove. Okay. That's another one of the rollers that we in our house rotate on the bottom of our feet once or twice a day. Okay. The other thing that we love with these oils is to use the Symphony of Cells recipe. Symphony of Cells is by Boyd Truman. You can go to truewellness.com, TRUWELLNESS.com, and buy the book Symphony of the Cells, okay? So in this recipe, and I'm not going to tell you all the oils that are in here because that would be an infringement on his property rights. So buy the book, it's very inexpensive, but both oregano and tea tree are in this recipe also. And we use that, it's called ID or infectious disease. We use that on the bottom of our feet once or twice a day. As I said, if you're feeling something, a little tickle, or you feel like you've been exposed to anything, all you need to do is step it up. Either use your rollers more often, use your, take the oils internally, whether it's in a shot, whether it's gargling or in a veggie cap. So any way that you can use them. You know, it's interesting. Oregano and tea tree, they're like superheroes. Okay. They're the two that work together to put a kibosh on the bully on the playground that's coming in and trying to destroy the peace of the playground. So what happens is tea tree, when you take it, comes in, and tea tree has a lot of properties on its own, antibacterial, antiviral, all of that. But it also has a superpower, which is that it can help to break down the cell membrane of the bad stuff. Okay. So when you're talking about getting at the bad stuff, whether it's a bacteria, a virus, or whatever, you want to break down that cell membrane, and then oregano and other oils can get inside and kill that cootie. Okay. Stop that bully. So that's why I think that these are in so many of our immune boosting and cootie killing, as we call it, rollers and remedies. All right. So let's just take a deep dive for a moment into these oils. Okay. So I really, really love oregano, and I use it quite often. So I put a dropper top on. Again, I get these on Amazon. I have the link on my website. You can also get oregano in a pre-made touch roller, which means it has coconut oil in it. All right. Oregano is a hot oil, as I said earlier. So what that means is that you must be mindful when using it internally or using it on your skin, because it can actually give you sensitivity. All right. So according to the Essential Life book, the top properties of this wonderful oil are that it's antibacterial, antifungal, antiparasitic, antiviral, and it's an immunostimulant. All right. So some top uses of oregano would be viral and bacterial infections, cold and flu. You would, as I said, take it internally, either in a capsule, a shot, or gargle with it. You could even sip it in warm water, along with, for example, peppermint and our On Guard, which is the protective blend, and or lemon. Okay. It's great for strep throat and tonsillitis. Again, you would gargle with it or take it in a capsule. Oregano also can kill staph infection and MRSA. This is important for those of us who have been in and out of hospitals or things like that and can contract those terrible staph infections, including MRSA. It's great for intestinal worms and parasites. You can take a toothpick and take a wee bit of oregano on your toothpick and put it on carefully on a wart or a skin tag. And if you do it a couple of times a day, being mindful of the skin around, the skin tag in about 10 days will turn black and fall off. And the wart takes a little longer. It can take months, but it will fall out of your body. Okay. Warts and skin tags many times are viral. And so that's why oregano works so well for that. It's great for athlete's foot, ringworm, candida. We also love it, pardon me, for muscle pain, inflammation, carpal tunnel, and rheumatism. So you really want to grab this powerhouse oil, even if for things like pneumonia, tuberculosis, whooping cough, urinary infection. So oregano is definitely an oil that you want to dust it off if you have it, re-examine it, and start incorporating it into your life these days. All right, tea tree. Another oil that I use all the time, okay? And tea tree is an oil. Again, I have a dropper top on it. Tea tree is an oil that we use all the time here. I use it, obviously, and so does Tom, in our immune boosting rollers. As I said, this oil is antiseptic, antibacterial, antifungal, antiparasitic, antiviral. It's an analgesic and a decongestant. So not only do we use it for our immune boosting, but if you get a cut or anything, the first thing I grab is tea tree to clean it out, okay? I used to grab peroxide in my pre-doTERRA days. This tea tree works so much better. So tea tree comes in the 15 ml bottle, and it also comes in a pre-diluted touch roller, okay? So you want to think of it for cuts, wounds, and the associated pain of that. It also is antibacterial, antiviral. So use it for bacteria, viruses, diarrhea, food poisoning even, okay? Ulcers, you would take it in a capsule or apply it diluted like in the roller on your abdomen or lower abdomen. It's great for canker sores and cold sores, herpes, and warts. So you can take a wee bit of your tea tree and apply it right on the canker sore, the cold sore. And you do that a couple of times a day, and very quickly it's gone. Again, a lot of times people will start with tea tree for a wart. I also like to use tea tree if you get a fungal thing going on, like if you've been where you get a pedicure or a manicure and their equipment is not clean. So you can use tea tree for that. It's great for, as I said, athlete's foot, candida, ringworm, vaginal thrush, okay? You want to apply it diluted to the affected area or roll it on as close to the area of concern as you can. Sore throat, tonsillitis, even mumps. I love to take a drop of tea tree in with my shampoo if I'm feeling like my scalp is a little dandruffy or itchy. It's wonderful to take a little, if you have an ear infection, and put it behind the ear. You can even put a wee bit on a cotton ball and set that in your ear so that just so you don't drip down into the ear, okay, canal. It's great for shock to put it and have the person breathe it in. You can put some under the nose or along the spine. I use it all the time, even though I'm 66 years old. I use it all the time when I get an occasional breakout or blemish. So you would just take a little of the tea tree. That's why we have it with the dropper top. Take a wee bit and then just put that wherever you have the blemish, and it dries it from the inside out. It's great for pink eye. You can apply it around the eye diluted. Staph infection, again, MRSA. Great for bronchitis, colds, and flu. I also love it for hives and rashes, itchy eyes, believe it or not, shingles too. It's wonderful if you get a bug bite. Down here in Southwest Florida, we have fire ants, and if you take a little bit of tea tree and apply it on where a fire ant has bitten you, it takes that fire out and that sting away, and it doesn't develop into an infected mess. It's wonderful for everything like oral, for gum disease, for cavities. So you would either take it in a capsule once again, or in your oil shot, or swish it around with water in your mouth, or just apply some on the area. So those are some wonderful ways to use two of our top oils, oregano and tea tree. We all have them in our medicine cabinets, or most of us do. So let's dust off these superheroes and use them in our first aid kit, basically in our everyday life. Okay. One thing that I didn't mention is You'll love to cook with oregano. It's great in pizza sauce or pasta sauce. But remember, for a big pot of sauce, you just take a toothpick full, stir it around in your sauce, taste your sauce, and then use a little more if you want, because I have tried just putting out of the bottle a drop or so in, and it's way too much and it ruins the whole pot. So on that note, I hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back soon to talk about some other of our wonderful doTERRA essential oils. Thanks and happy oiling. Take care, everyone.